A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. It's Friday, December 29th. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. As Health Alliance Hospital in Kingston faces a budget shortfall going into 2024, Ulster County Executive Jen Metzger is asking Governor Kathy Hochul to intervene with financial assistance. In a letter to the governor, Metzger said WMC Health has made clear their intention to cut services without the promised state support for the fifth year of the hospital's 5-year financial stabilization plan negotiated between WMC Health and the State Department of Health in 2019. The county executive said the list of services on the chopping block are those that may be relatively unprofitable for the hospital, but are of critical importance to the health and well-being of the community. She cited among them inpatient care and partial hospitalization for mental health, stroke intervention services, and labor delivery. A statement from WMC Health said they're having active conversations with state officials on a new financial stabilization plan for Health Alliance, which addresses the unanticipated challenges that have strained the finances of Health Alliance's parent organization, WMC Health, and threatens the substantial investments that they've made to improve the availability of quality care to patients in the region. An alert citizens call to police for help on the morning of December 26th brought Port Jervis police and fire departments to a remote area of the city for a reported car off a Riverside Park path and into a drainage ditch. After a brief search, Port Jervis Fire Chief Keith Brown, with a police car directly behind his SUV, was able to spot the car in the water. It was not immediately known how many, if any, occupants were in the vehicle. Rescuers quickly reached it, which was in the water but not completely submerged, and discovered it was unoccupied and abandoned. Police identified the vehicle as having been stolen from an auto dealership in Port Jervis. The vehicle was removed with assistance from Huckenberry Garage and Port Jervis Department of Public Works. 37-year-old Philip Leslie was located by police and arrested the same day. He was charged in the incident and additional thefts that occurred between December 24th and 26th in Port Jervis, in which he was alleged to be connected. Leslie was charged with burglary, grand larceny, criminal possession of stolen property, criminal mischief, and tampering with physical evidence. Leslie was also charged with being a fugitive from justice from New Jersey based on an arrest warrant issued for the crimes of motor vehicle theft, criminal trespass, and criminal mischief. Ride to Survive is an organization that provides free transportation for Sullivan County residents who require daily cancer treatment but have no way to get there. Thanks to a $4,000 donation from the Sullivan Catskills Visitors Association, that program is continuing. Gloria Ann Ellison is co-founder of Ride to Survive, and she says theirs is a service that's needed in the rural county.
Radiation is in Middletown, and you think daily commutes to Middletown day in and day out, it adds up. And if you do have to go into the city, that adds up as well.
Sullivan Catskills Visitors Association Chairman Eric Francis said as tourism has made the region special and has grown it, we want to always pay it forward, as all good communities do. More news right after this.
Find over 100 retailers allowing you to spend hours shopping safely at the Galleria at Crystal Run. Enjoy the big brands and the diverse selection of family-owned stores all in one location. The Galleria at Crystal Run offers dining options for everyone with Fuji 110 Grill, Allen's Mediterranean Grill, and Peru Cuisine. Discover the Mid-Hudson Valley's premier shopping, dining, and entertainment destination, the Galleria at Crystal Run. For more information, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or visit GalleriaCrystalRun.com.
A White Plains man has been charged with vehicular assault, DWI, and other charges after he was allegedly driving at Center Street in Route 209 in Ellenville and struck a 54-year-old Ellenville man who was walking in the crosswalk. The victim, police said, was rushed to Garnet Health Medical Center in Wallkill, where he was being treated for broken bones, a brain bleed, and was listed in critical but stable condition in the intensive care unit following the Wednesday incident. Police have charged Joseph Jensen with vehicular assault, DWI, failure to yield right-of-way to a pedestrian in a crosswalk, failure to submit to a chemical test, and operating with an open container. Pursuant to bail reform, he was released on an appearance ticket. The State Department of Environmental Conservation has a consent order against the town of Hurley for it to determine the nature and extent of contamination at the town landfill. And while the town board was to adopt it this week, the item was tabled. DEC had identified the closed landfill as posing a significant threat due to the presence of emerging contaminants. Following recent testing of the groundwater and other environmental media, DEC discovered PFAS contamination in 4 private drinking well supplies down gradient of the landfill that exceeds the state's drinking water standards. The state agency provided those owners with water filtration systems. Based on what the DEC said was a significant threat, the landfill was added to the state's registry of inactive hazardous waste disposal sites as a Class 2 site. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.